Hello, this is Wmpyr. In the last video, I said to you guys that you want to be compact right here, okay? The motion needs to be compact, but in the past, what I showed you guys was a flailing type motion, which is this. And as you can see, this is not compact. So, there is a contradiction there, right? And we need to make sure in our martial arts journey, when we put everything together, that there are no contradictions. It needs to make sense. It needs to be logical. So I'm here to clarify that. Here, when you start off, you want to be compact. This is what I call the basic cloud. Okay, so right here, it's compact. It's in motion. You want to be in motion, and at the same time, it's constantly threatening the opponent, right? To make it difficult for them to just come in. So that's the basic cloud. Now, it may not be enough because some people out there, they're gonna risk it. They're gonna be like, you know what? I'll take one or two of your hits, but I'm gonna give you something huge that it's going to be worth it. That's how they think, that's how they feel. So it's almost like a suicide attack. So someone that's super aggressive like that, they don't care that you're doing this. They're just going to charge in. So against that, you need something more powerful. And that's where the poison cloud comes in. So from the basic cloud, which is, in this case, I can tell they're going to come in anyway. This is not enough. So that's where I start. Basically, I'm going more crazy to match their intentions, and that'll make it harder for them to come in. Now, I don't want to do that from the very beginning. I don't want to be doing Poison Cloud the entire time because it's going to wear me out. I only do it when I need to, which is when I feel like they're going to go for it. That's when I do it. And if they chill out, then I'll go back to basic cloud. Okay, this is how you use that. Now, at other times, like let's say they're getting ready to charge in at me, you know, they're making themselves all motivated and they're ready to do that. And I do, you know, one of these, and they back off. And at that point, if they back off and they start to time it, where they're watching me and they're waiting for one of these. Okay, so when I'm going like this and I do this, that's when they're gonna use like a spear type of motion, or that's when they're gonna come in. So when they start timing me like that, once again, I don't want to be doing Poison Cloud because it's a big motion and it's powerful, but I'm making myself vulnerable. So if I notice that's what they're doing, then I don't do the Poison Cloud. Then the question is, what do you do, right? What do I do? And this is the part where a lot of people may have trouble understanding is if they're not coming in, like they're not charging in, that means they're trying to find the right time. They're timing me to come in. So at that point, at that moment, they're not doing anything. They're trying to figure out when to come in. So at that exact moment, they're not doing anything. So in a way, I don't have to do anything. Okay. And the best example I could give you happened to me in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu dojo one time, where this guy came in and he didn't understand the difference between sparring and fighting. He thought that this was a test. So he was there to test himself. And he went at me and I submitted the guy like very fast, right? But we're supposed to spar for like, I don't know, like 5 minutes or something. So I submitted this guy in a couple of seconds. So we have to keep going after that, right? And after that, he was like, very, very cautious and careful. He was like, whoa, what the heck happened? So now he didn't want to engage, and he was like very cautious, not like the first time where he just came at me all aggressive to dominate me. So then after that, he was very hesitant, and I felt a lot of pressure. I felt a lot of pressure that I needed to attack him because he's not attacking me. And I thought to myself, okay, so however long, like over 4 minutes was left, I need to tap this guy out as many times as I can. Like, let's go for 10 if I can. Tap him out like 10 times. Clearly, I'm more technical, so let's beat him as much as you can. And then I thought to myself, why? Why am I putting this kind of pressure on myself? In a real life situation, it's about survival. It's not about dominating. It's not about beating the person. So I just need to survive. He's not attacking me. I'm surviving. So I don't need to be aggressive. I don't need to show dominance. That's all ego here. So that was a big lesson for me at that point, because my brain was already shifted to like the sports competitive mentality where I needed to make records or something like that, you know. I needed to do an awesome performance. In reality, you just need to survive, okay? So once again, if I feel like they're going to charge in and this is not enough, then I can start to do poison cloud, okay? And then if that makes them back up, then I can go back to this and just, I can relax more. And I'm watching them too. And I'm going, okay, you're going to come in again? You're going to come in? Okay. Oh, you know, and so that's the game that we're going to be playing. And the main thing is to keep my distance and be as safe as possible. So I hope that makes sense. That's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.